A lesson in the alphabet as we celebrate Pride Month. You've probably heard the term LGBT, and you've probably heard the term LGBTQ. What do those letters mean, and why does it keep changing? It's all about inclusion and taking ownership over one's identity and sexuality. Scholars use the word heteronormativity to describe the belief that heterosexuality is the default, expected sexuality of people in a society. Until around the 1960s, most LGBTQ individuals used the word gay to describe non-heteronormative people. That has evolved into more specific words for more identities, like lesbian and bisexual. In the 1990s, LGBTQ activists reclaimed the word queer as an inclusive umbrella term to recognize people who don't adhere to heteronormativity, including lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender people, or LGBT. The Q was added to the acronym as an adjective for people who may not identify as LGBT. It acknowledges a fluidity in gender and sexuality, and the plus sign acknowledges all heteronormative identities. The acronym continues to evolve. Recent additions include the letter I for intersex, A for asexual, and the number 2 for two-spirit. And that's your 60 seconds of pride.